Okay, hello guys, this is Big Fish, and in this video we're gonna be talking a little bit about some class matchups that is very disadvantageous and how you can do something about it. Alright, let's talk about how to fight like Berserkers in general. Um, Basically speaking, like the Berserker was not a big problem in the past, but ever since that they get the buff, they became a threat. So one of the biggest reason that I can give you, and the biggest and the best method, is basically to play around your slows and try to play very defensive like what I'm doing there. That's pretty much the perfect way of playing against a Berserker, because the moment you go in and you initiate, you're basically playing into a disadvantageous position. I'm against Zendetta. This guy's actually a really good player, and so it won't be as easy as fighting the guy before. Okay, he got resistance there. That was very unfortunate, but that's okay. He got resistance again. Luckily, oh my god, what happened to my camera? Fuck. My god. My finger, my top finger actually blocked that one out. That was very unfortunate. But that's okay. By the way, thank you for the fight, Zendetta. I think he wasn't playing well at that match. Why is everyone getting so much resistance? When you're against a Phantasma, you kind of want to play very, very aggressive, but you kind of want to like corner her. You know, you want to stop her mobility. The only problem that she can face against you is the Phantom Dash, because the Phantom Dash is a forward guard breaking skill. On this one, we won't be fighting Zendetta again because we've already covered Berserkers, so we want to look for a different matchup. I hope you'll wait for that to happen. After all, all this is uncut, just to make sure that everything is unbiased and you can learn live on my gameplay. I'm also using a blank sushi, so I'm not using SOV, I'm not using any PvP pets, hence why the raw damage of the Primrose is just naturally high. Even using the SOL, you would still deal quite a good amount of damage. That is if you actually use my combo. The only issue is when you're against classes with PvP damage reduction, like Titan. He's very, very slow at this point. He's very slow. The only thing that he can probably do there that I could probably play better is, okay, this Titan is bad. Okay, this Titan is bad. All right, so this is actually not a good example of what I would consider like teaching. Hopefully he plays better this time. We will look again into yeah. I like to do this and bait them a lot. I want to use Frigid Burst as a method to actually like you kind of want to stay into that proximity where you're just close to him, just enough to clip your skills, but you're not really in range for him to grab you. This is pretty much around, I'll give you like a good measurement. Think about it this way. If this is me and he is here, this is the perfect distance for that to happen. That's pretty much it. I'm really maximizing my he got lucky there. That's very unfortunate. You kind of want to stay in that proximity. You don't want to get too close. In case you don't know, actually, most of your like the absolute zero and the what is it called again? The absolute zero and the infinite stab actually it's actually a lot further than what you guys might think. You kind of want to reserve one skill specifically just for you to escape. You don't want to use both of your skills. If either cold snap or frigid burst misses, you kind of want to go backwards. You don't want to stay a bit too close, because most of the time the only ways that a Titan can grab you is if they clip you during your frigid burst. By applying a slow whenever you're possible, like whenever possible, against a Titan will really help a lot. If he gets a bit too close, then you can run away. And well, and you can just apply your slow whenever possible. And now I'm in a very good position. He gave up. Okay. So the point is, you want to get close, but you want to immediately like go backwards. You don't want to linger your super armor against a Titan, because they can grab you. And when you get grabbed, especially in higher ranked, especially if you're trying to whale hunt, this is gonna be a problem. I tried whale hunting with the Primrose yesterday. I won twice. Unfortunately, I couldn't record it because I don't feel good about recording ranked matches, because it gets laggy really, really bad when I'm going ranked. I don't know why, but it's just like that. I need to wait for a really good time to actually like record, like whenever my phone is cold, it's not hot, so I'm not lagging or something. And this thing happens a lot in Battlefield. We will be going for basically the highest damage output possible. I want to show you guys a little bit about how to make a combo very, very painful. On the Primrose, I can see that the Primrose have a very good amount of stun lock, actually. You cannot play very passive. I have no idea what the fuck just happened. It says that I'm defeated, but I'm still getting attacked. This is what happens, I guess, once you lagged out. A different recording, yeah. We're gonna be using the SOV. I kind of want to show you guys a little bit about how to maximize the damage of the Primrose, and probably gonna showcase the combo that probably deals the most damage possible for this class. In the terms that it's still good enough to use, yeah. I don't want to use a combo that can fail, because that's pretty fucked up. So we're gonna be trying out our best. Hopefully the enemy don't get. Is he AFK? Yeah, he's AFK. All right, I kind of saw that he was AFK. I don't want to test this on an AFK target. That's it's not, how to put it. It's not believable. Okay, we're against a BM this time. A BM is actually quite a good matchup against the Primrose. It's actually one of the worst counters. So, plus because I'm lagging like shit. And this guy is very, very tanky. Unfortunately, he's just not good enough yet. And damn, you see my damage, dude? Holy shit, right? This is the reason why I'm telling you not to use SOV on normal arenas. So I'm just doing this now just for content's sake. Once I'm done with this content, once I'm done with this video recording, I will stop the usage of the SOV. Your main power spike comes basically from Pella Ward. Once you're using, when you're against the Phantasma, this is pretty much what you want to do. Okay, kind of fucked up on that one. A Phantasma might look like it's good at disengaging, but it's actually not. The Phantasma is very bad at disengaging, because Like I mean, when you're playing with a Primrose, a class with double rush skill, it's very difficult to shake a Primrose off. This is the problem that a lot of classes face, especially range classes. But against the melee or something that actually wants to trade or to actually like stalling battle, it's very underwhelming to use a Primrose. Pretty much what you want to do is to slow them down and ruin their momentum. And once this happens, just hope for the best. Primrose versus Huntress is pretty much Primrose favored, but you know, sometimes you meet those people that just plays a bit too well. You kind of want to be patient when you're against a Huntress. You kind of want to slow her down whenever possible, like so. And she killed herself. It's very unfortunate. But sometimes this kind of shit happens. Yeah, you want to be very very patient when you're against the Huntress. You need to know when the animation of her exploding evasive strike actually ends. That will not reach, so I'm not really bothered. You kind of want to stay on her ass and make sure that she can't run. Because the idea of the Primrose is to stay close. Your slow will disable them from running away. And whenever they want to fight back, you can stall them out using your Petal Ward. And that is pretty much how to play the Primrose against range classes. You're going to want to stay on their ass. You don't want to give them the ability to actually... we've already fighted BM, so we're going to skip this one. When you're against any kind of range classes, what you want to do is to stay on their ass and continuously applying that slow over and over again to make sure that they can't keep on doing what they're doing, which is trying to create distance and then really fuck you up from a distance, because then it'll take you time to get to them, and then and at the same time they can use that opportunity of you getting close to them to run away. You don't want to give a range class the ability to maintain distance. You want to force them to fight melee head on, close to your proximity of your Petal Ward, because in basically any kind of trading with Petal Ward will be Primrose favored, because you're basically trading a forward guard with a super armor or something. If you, this is kind of like one of the biggest tip that I can give as a Primrose player. If you see there, like sometimes, why do I linger my skills? Why after I get my Frigiburst to clip, why do I wait before I use my Infinite Stab or something else? The idea is simple. I want to buy time for the rest of my skills to go off cooldown. And often this is very important. It's a very important skill to master. Like so. I linger my skills longer to make sure that I can buy that extra millisecond of time to actually get the rest of my skills to go off cooldown. This is just something that a lot of people might think, like, because like a lot of people asking me, like, Uncle Big Fish, why are you waiting to, I mean, like, you use Frigid Burst, like, why are you waiting? Do you not know what skills to use after you clip, or do you forget about what to use, or did you panic and you're unable to make a decision of what skill to use? That is completely wrong. The idea is not me forgetting what I want to strike or what kind of skill I want to use. The idea is a lot simpler. The idea is I want to buy time for the rest of my skills to go off cooldown. See, when you're against a GM, this class is actually quite a problem for you. Luckily, this GM has horrible range and reach, and we got lucky there. And he got resistance. That was very unfortunate, but that's okay. That's pretty much how you fight GMs. You kind of want to play around front and back, front and back. You want to bait knee hammer to come out first and force him to use shoulder thrust. When he uses shoulder thrust, what you can do is you can do a cold snap from close proximity, and you want to go behind him and use frigid burst, U-turn, hit him from his ass. That is pretty much the only way that I can see this this kind of Primrose fighting a GM, because unfortunately the GM is just too much of a counter. The class has a grab, it has a very like basically the Primrose have absolutely garbage forward guard breaking ability, and so the only way that you can make this work is to be clever and find a way to break forward guard. The Primrose have the same issues with Berserkers. Basically, we have a difficult time see in this instance she wasted so much just to actually like block my attacks. I think she got resistance there. I mean, I could have gone there and killed her, but I kind of want to wait a little bit second. I want to show you guys something. That is pretty much the kind of proximity that you want to keep with a Phantasma. You want to create this kind of distance just enough that you can go back in again with one frigid burst charge. This way, you disable her from just continuously trying to like chip you down with her long range bursts. The reason why a lot of people lose against the Phantasma is because you guys tend to always want, you guys give her so much space that you must not actually allow. And what happens is she just capitalizes on that kind of distance, the kind of space that you guys are providing her. And well, that's what happens. One of her biggest weakness is basically the time when her Phantom Dash is just about to expire. Around that time, if you can time it perfect, just when Phantom Dash actually finishes, there's a delay, a split second delay, about 1 second and a half, when she has no super armor on the ending of Phantom Dash, and you want to capitalize on that. I'm not really fighting, okay, she got resistance. That was very unfortunate, but she got clipped again, which is very unfortunate for her. But that's okay. I'm beginning to lag, so I gotta start thinking very seriously about my decisions, because lags really change. Alright, that is pretty much how you fight Phantasma. All you need to do is really 3 things. Maintain distance, maintain close proximity. Secondly, you want to be wary of her Phantom Dash. And 3 is to always apply the slow whenever possible. That is pretty much the only 3 things that you need to really think about. The rest of the things that you need to think about are just completely basic mechanics, like stalling your super armor, stalling your forward guard, being able to outstall her. Don't let her get too far away and give her the advantage of distance. By the way, my frame drops. My frame is dropping right now, so I gotta reset the recording for a while. Okay, we're against a Phantasma again. This is still the same guy. Kind of want to show you guys something really, really cool. This thing is called the Blade Dance. I made this, like, it might look like it's simple, but it's actually a frame perfect how to put it. It's a frame perfect stun lock, but this thing only works in normal arenas, because unfortunately I cannot kill the enemy fast enough before my skills go off cooldown. Yeah, that's pretty much like how it is. Like, I know it's pretty funny, but like that is just how it is. Like, yeah, as you can see there, she couldn't move at all. She got fucked. You need, it's really hard. I'm telling you, it's really hard. You need to get everything frame perfect. Okay, I got grabbed. This Titan is a bonkers, man. I'm telling you, this class is bonkers. He has no grab left. The fuck. How many resistance do you want? Did anybody see that? He's got like 3 resistance, I think. That's pretty insane. Alright. He's dead. Now, my frames are dropping again. I don't know if you can see that on the recording. I made sure to use the internal recorder just so you guys can see a much clearer picture. But I think if it's really, really bad on the FPS drop, you might still be able to see the frames dropping. So I'm gonna refresh the frames again and record again. I'll stay on this page just so I can stay unbiased. You can see the clock on the bottom right in case you have any doubts. We are back. So currently what we want to do is we kind of want to look for different classes and just look for different ways that this can work. When you're against a GM, I mean we've talked about this already. You kind of want to bait out knee hammer and force the shoulder thrust. We've talked about this before. You can just backtrack later on. We're gonna look for a different class. Hopefully, we can just wait a little bit, just so we can wait a little bit, just so we can not meet the same guy again, like so. Yeah, I'm honestly hoping to meet a different class, like maybe a Lupa or something. Oh yeah, like the reason why I'm using SOV on this one is just so we can switch classes. Like we can keep on switching classes fast enough just for it to matter. Okay, we're against a Warlord. This is a really horrible matchup. But this guy's pretty bad, I think. But he's fucking lucky. I'm not even in range. Like, this thing is super bugged. Okay, it was fucking bugged. It was lagging really bad. So I think we gotta meet him again. So we're gonna spam the find match button. Okay, perfect. We meet him again. Hopefully it doesn't bug as bad on this one. We'll see how it goes. Okay, bugged again. When you're against a warlord, the worst thing that you can do is to use your pillow ward. When you're against a warlord, pretty much the only thing you want to do is to use pillow ward as a damage filler. I'm not kidding. The reason is because the pillow ward couldn't do shit against a warlord. All of his basically all of the warlord's super armor skills all have forward guard break. And so this pedal ward is basically rendered useless. Pretty much like shoulder thrust. Like any forward guard is pretty much useless on a warlord. So I don't mind using it as a damage filler. He's going to like so, but he's very, very dry. When you're against a warlord, you kind of want to aim for his second rotation. He is the weakest on his second rotation, basically. You kind of want to keep on slowing him down, just so he can't just keep on like spamming his skills. You want to slow him down, and although it doesn't really matter much to a warlord about being slowed after a warlord is already a slow class to begin with, the slow does matter. Why? Because the slow makes him unable to cast Crescent Wave twice fast enough to get the combo going. This is just something that you learn if you play the class a bit too much, like me. I mean, I play the warlord as well, so I kind of know what's going on. Alright, so we're against Kodok Ganteng or something his name was. The fuck? I guess a Phantasma is pretty much clockwork. My gut lagging. We got resistance again. It's very unfortunate for us. Okay, pretty much clockwork. We've talked about this before. That's pretty much how you fight a Phantasma. Want to get a bit close, but you want to get a bit close. Get a bit close. Yeah. Okay. So this is gonna be the last one because I think this video has gone very, very long. We're probably gonna be making more of this content later on in the future. Okay, he's playing dirty now. There's a reason why I stopped there. The reason was because she got resistance, but she's still dead anyways. It doesn't really matter. Okay, so this is just for today's content. This is gonna be it. Hopefully, it helps a lot of you guys trying to fight against these different classes that can really fuck you up. I hope that my knowledge can really help most of you who are probably suffering with the Primrose. I am still playing with this class, although I don't main it anymore. It doesn't mean that I suck with this class now. I am still probably the only one that's decent enough at the class to teach about this. But what the fuck is this? This thing is... Oh my god, dude. Okay, whatever. Okay, so yeah, I don't main the class anymore, but it's just I have so much love for this class that I just couldn't simply let it go. And there's the reason why I'm still playing it. I still bought her costumes and outfits, and yeah. If you have any Primrose questions whatsoever, you're very welcome to ask me about it. This SOV will only be used right now only for this content and for the similar content regarding this series. I will not be using the SOV anymore, as you guys probably see already. The reason, okay, I'll tell you guys the reason why I'm using the SOV here. I cannot get it to like, I cannot use this thing because I put it on dispatch and I don't want to wait, man. I couldn't just wait, dude. It's taking a bit too long. Okay. See? It's still waiting, dude. I can't. It's still waiting. That's the reason why I couldn't actually like use the class, you know? I couldn't because it's still waiting. That's the reason why, okay? It's not that I want to use it, okay? It's not that I want to use it. But oh, this thing's bugged as fuck, man. You see, this thing is bugged. This thing is bugged. This thing is 26 point Yeah. I'll go lobbies for a second. See, 26.2. Just bugged. Alright, that's gonna be it for today's video, guys. I really hope that you guys enjoyed today's content, and I'll see you guys again very, very soon. Bye, guys.